I would definitely say laser hair removal has definitely allowed me to focus less on the small things and more on the big things. Confidence means to me, I think just feeling good about yourself, who you are in all aspects, not even physically, but emotionally, and what you do for a living and just how you function in your life and personality. I think it's just all those traits that, to me, confidence is that you're comfortable with all of those areas and that you're content no matter what that looks like to somebody else. I would say there was a time in my life where I struggled with confidence. I think all of us do. I can't imagine that someone at some point hasn't felt that way. But it's one of those, I think, that you try to push through it and find ways to help you get to that level that you want to be at so that you can be the best you that you can be. For someone struggling with that confidence within themselves, I do think it's tough to not just say be yourself. I think that's everyone's probably first instinct, but I think the biggest thing is make the change. I mean, that's kind of what it took for me to do. Again, it took a long time for me to think about myself and the things that I've always wanted to do. And I think it's one of those where I just would say, do the things that make you happy. Think about yourself first. And if you don't like what you see, despite what everyone else says, what can we do to help you fix that, change that, whether it's small or big, or even just what can I do to help you? You don't like your clothes, let's go shopping. You need to get new makeup. You need to, what makes you feel not as confident as I think that you look. I accomplished my confidence, I think, honestly, as I got older. I've had 2 kids, and I think that as your body changes and as you get older and things about you look very different and mature very differently, you kind of start to feel differently about yourself. And so I think that I have started to recognize that I need to kind of focus more on myself and do things for me. And now that my kids are older, I'm able to, I think, do some things for myself, like laser hair or other things, working out, relaxing, stress relieving things to kind of help me build some of that confidence that I maybe lost at that time. Allowing time for myself to kind of get to a place where I'm happy and feeling good, so that way I can make others feel the same way too. Because if I go into some of those situations feeling stressed or unconfident or frustrated, it's just going to pawn off on everybody else that same way, and then nobody's happy. So you kind of just have to take time for yourself, whether that sacrifice is small or big, but do it. It's important. Trying to instill confidence in my children, it's different. I have 1 boy and 1 girl, so they're 2 very different children, and it looks very different in both of them. I wish I could say that I was a fantastic role model for my daughter, but unfortunately, I think there are moments that I say things I don't realize that I say that kind of she picks up on. If I'm like, oh, I'm feeling bloated today, or oh, I look so fat, or I don't love this outfit, recognizing that she hears those things and kind of reflects those on herself too. So I'm trying to get better as she is approaching teenage years to find ways to compliment myself as well as compliment her, and not worry so much about what she's wearing or what her hair looks like, and just really kind of appreciate who she is for what she is. I would definitely say laser hair removal has definitely allowed me to focus less on the small things and more on the big things. And it just allows me to get out the door more quickly. I don't have to be as embarrassed about the hair. I can just do what I need to do and not even have to worry about it. I know life-changing is a big word, but it really truly feels like that for me personally, because it's just so fantastic. For me, it's something I really would have loved to have done and did do, thankfully. But for me, it was a financial piece, I think, was the biggest obstacle in my way of pursuing it. But again, it was kind of one of those that as time went on and I started to become less and less confident with my bikini area. So I will never look back. It has grown in my confidence tremendously with using laser hair removal, for sure. It's just to not have to think about removing your hair every day, 3 times a week, whatever it is that you have to do. It's wonderful. My favorite post-laser feeling is when I first put on my bikini bottoms and I was able to go to the pool with my children and do all of the fun things and activities without even having to think twice about what I was wearing and what I was doing.